Hi there, I'm Angela Brown, and this is Ask a House Cleaner. This is a show where you get to ask a house cleaning question, and I get to help you find an answer. Now, today's question comes from a homeowner who wants to know, how do I recognize and then get rid of bed bugs? Okay, bed bugs are very interesting because they don't only live in poor people's houses, and they don't only live in dirty houses. Bed bugs get transferred from house to house, and they latch onto people's clothing. They love fabric and wood, so they can latch onto your clothing in a train station, in a bus station, in a taxi, if you go to hotels, if you're on a cruise ship, if you go to a neighbor's house or your kids have a neighborhood sleepover. You can pick up bed bugs from anywhere. And once the bed bugs latch onto your clothing or your pillowcases or your pajamas or your bedding or a sleeping bag or any of those things, it will transfer and come home with your house. So for example, if you are traveling and you pick some up at a hotel, it can latch onto your luggage. Then when you bring your luggage inside the house, you brought those bed bugs inside your house. Now, the myth about bed bugs is they live inside your bed, but they live inside fabric. So they can live inside your carpet and your drapery and your clothing. So like I said, they love fabric and soft things. And so they can hide really easy, and then they just multiply. Now, something that you need to know about bed bugs is they can live for over a year with no food. Ooh, that's so creepy. And it is creepy because even if you put a mattress casing on your bed, it will take over 400 days before those bed bugs starve to death and die. But that's a really good way to make sure that the bugs don't eat you while you're sleeping. Now, if you think or you're suspecting that a bed bug might be biting you while you're sleeping, what you need to look for is this. You've seen little red dots on your skin where it looks like a mosquito bite? A mosquito bite is going to be one dot. It's going to be isolated. And a bed bug bite is going to spread. It's going to look like a little bit of a rash, or maybe it's in a line. And so if you see multiple bites, that's probably a bed bug. Okay, so what do you do to get rid of bed bugs? Well, I just mentioned the mattress casing, and they sell expensive, really thick mattress casings. And if you're going to get a mattress casing, we actually have one on our bed. A mattress casing, you want to make sure that it's thick so that they can't puncture through there and still get to your skin, right? Because they will suck your blood. Ooh. Something to notice, if you're looking at your bed sheets and there are little drops of blood, or there are little drops of blood by the seams of the mattress, you most likely have bed bugs. And so check your mattresses to see if in fact you have little drops of blood. Or you'll smell a musty smell. It kind of smells like rotten fruit. That is a smell of bed bugs. So, just pay attention to those things. Okay, so where do you check for bed bugs? You can grab a flashlight and you can check all the crevices of your walls, because like we said, they love fabric and wood. So in the crevices of the walls, where the carpet meets the wall, that's a great place for bed bugs to hide. They also hide in wooden dressers and nightstands and wooden headboards and frames, all the little crevices underneath the bed, and they'll make little nests. So if you see bed bugs in your house, just these little tiny bugs, you want to eradicate them. Now, they hate wintergreen alcohol. So if you get some wintergreen alcohol and you put it in a spray bottle, if you spray around the edges of your mattress or around the headboards or whatever, that will, when they touch that will make them leave because they don't like that at all. Now, there's a way to kill them, and it's not 100% foolproof, but it's long-lasting. And this is using diatomaceous earth. Diatomaceous earth is a fine powder, and what it does is it's great for bug prevention, especially the bugs with the exoskeleton shell, which is that little hard shell that the bed bugs have. What happens is there's a little canister, and it has like a little straw on it. You can put the powder inside there, and you can go along the edges of your baseboards and underneath and around all of your furniture and in little crevices where bugs could go. And what it does is just this fine powder. You just leave this trail of fine powder. And what happens is when they walk through that, it sticks to their bodies and it starves them to death. It dries their bodies out and they dehydrate and they die. It's a really great way to prevent future bugs from entering your house because they will slowly die off. But because they multiply so quickly, you want to make sure that you take those necessary precautions. Now, don't take notes. I've left all the notes and all the links to everything inside the show notes so that you can either get some diatomaceous earth or the little spray bottle or any of those things. But you need to be aware that bed bugs are common. They're really common. So if you see them, don't freak out, just take necessary precautions. Now, in order to kill them, direct kill them, there are different forms to do that. You could actually hire an exterminator to come in and do that, or you could steam them. So if you have a steamer, like a little handheld steamer, you can steam them directly and they die. Or one thing that I would recommend is you can have your carpets professionally steam cleaned. And another way to get the eggs out of your carpet is to vacuum your carpet on a daily basis. And then when you wash your clothes in the hottest water that you can stand, so that if the little bugs and the eggs are inside your clothes and your pajamas, that it will kill those through the laundry cycle. So you do want to pay attention if you start to see little bites, because once bed bugs are in your house, they're very hard to get rid of unless you know what you're looking for. And guess what? Now you do. So there you go. That's my 2 cents, and I hope that helps. Now, if you found this tip helpful, leave me a thumbs up. And until we meet again, leave the world a cleaner place than when you found it.